speakers, another tip for you. This time, I want to talk about qualifiers and apologies. It can be a natural instinct to qualify what you're about to do or apologize for it, especially if you're new at something and especially if you don't feel confident. I've also seen it happen where people didn't feel prepared or simply didn't prepare, and they think if they announce that to the audience, that the audience will be on their side. Not so much. But quite honestly, quite the opposite happens. If you qualify or apologize for what you're about to do or say, you're taking down your credibility in the eyes of your audience. Let me give you some examples. I've seen people who have to fill in for their boss at the last minute step up and say something like, well, Debbie was supposed to do this presentation, but she's sick today, so you're stuck with me. How do you think this reads to the audience? I've seen presenters come in and say, I just joined the company a week ago, so this isn't going to be very good. That's not anything you need to say. I mean, why put a negative into your audience's mind? I once saw an attorney speaking at a huge conference who kept apologizing for the look of his slides. And honestly, no one would have noticed or cared had he not pointed it out. There was no need to draw attention to the slides. When you're presenting, the focus should be on your message and not what you think of your own materials. The only time you should add a qualifier is if there is some kind of context that your audience is missing, such as if you're presenting some data and it's a couple years old, you might say something like, this data is 2 years old because that's the last time they did a study. Makes sense. But what about apologies? Is it ever okay to apologize? Yes, if you do something wrong. I once spilled coffee on someone in the audience and I apologized and I cleaned it up. But if you didn't do anything wrong, if you're not causing any kind of harm or offense, leave the apologies out. And unless your audience needs context, there's no need to give a qualifier. For more speaking tips and articles, or to learn how to deliver an apology-free presentation, go to mariannaswallow.com. Happy speaking.